Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and welcome back to Local to Global on FM22. Today we're going to be joining our second club on this Journeyman adventure. We have of course left Tonbridge Angels. Last time we were looking for some clubs, got some interviews, got an offer, and today we're going to find out who we are going to be joining. As always, if you're enjoying this series, then drop a like on the video and leave comments. They are the best ways to support the channel. If you haven't done so already, or if you are new, then do subscribe, turn notifications on. Let's jump into it. So the one club that gave us an offer last time was Vapris in Estonia. They have now hired Andre Ilves, but they were a side that are in the top flight of Estonia, currently in 8th place after 15 games. We decided to turn them down though, because we thought there might be some better options out there. We also received an offer from Lokomotiv Tbilisi in Georgia, in the top flight in Georgia. They're sitting around mid-table. We turned that down because their finances were insecure, and this club, we're looking for a professional club, but we also want to make sure that we get maybe 1 or 2 more coaching badges. And with insecure finances, I didn't think Tbilisi was going to be the job. We did also attend an interview with Turan in Azerbaijan, a side that's actually playing European football this season. Unfortunately, they're 2-0 down in their first Europa Conference League game against Skopje, who I think are from Macedonia, yes. So it looks like that might be an early exit there for them. We attended that interview last time, but we were unsuccessful there. But you'll notice we're now into the middle of July, and I've attended about 20 interviews all over Europe. We had interviews in Albania, Macedonia, Hungary, Cyprus, Bulgaria, all over Europe, and we got offered 5 jobs. So let's have a look at the 5 clubs that actually offered us the role. So first up we have FC Van, who are in Armenia. They're in the top flight in Armenia, and we turned this one down because they wanted to repair financial damage. They were insecure finances, so again, not really the club for us, because you know, they weren't great financially. We weren't really going to be able to progress our coaching badges with them. I think this is what we need: professional club that we can get 1 or 2 coaching badges at, and I don't think Van was the one for that. We did receive an offer from Balasica in North Macedonia, and last season they finished in 6th place in the 2nd tier. They're a professional status club. They're 1-star reputation. We probably could have pushed a bit more and got a better club than this. That offer is still open to us. We do have an offer from FK Taraz in Kazakhstan, technically in Central Asia. After 18 games, they're currently in the relegation zone in the top flight in Kazakhstan, 3 points from safety. So that would have been a difficult challenge. I don't know that we have the 2nd division loaded, so if we had got relegated there, yeah, that would have seen us get sacked. But that was definitely an option. In Kazakhstan, the finances are okay. And we were also given a job offer by Motor in Ukraine. And last season in Ukraine, they actually won the 2nd division and got promoted. So they're in the top flight, but that's going to be a struggle, I think, to keep them up. They're 250 to 1 to win. Favourites to get relegated bottom of the table. So put them in a challenge again, but probably something that we could have done. And again, their finances are okay. But we do have 1 more job offer, and we're just about to accept that job now. We are not in England, but we're still speaking English. And that's because we're heading to Gibraltar. Europa FC have offered us the job. This is exciting. Europa FC, not only from Gibraltar, they're the champions of Gibraltar. They're offering us £1,000 a week wages, £180,000 transfer budget, wage budget of 14.5k. We're going to be taking this job. Europa FC, Gibraltar champions, 2 years in a row. And they've offered us the job. Jonathan Sodi, current caretaker manager. Where did the other guy go then? Did he leave? Rafa Escobar left to manage Corucho in Spain. In what division is that? 3rd or 4th tier? So he's gone to Spain. So Europa FC, the job is available. They've got secure finances, not okay finances, secure finances. They're champions. They're going to be playing European football this season, although they're 2-0 down to Swift Hesperange. So they actually have got past they've got past the preliminaries. They beat Trepene from San Marino. They beat the New Saints of Wales. And if we join, we're going to have to try and turn around this 2-0 deficit against Swift from Luxembourg to maybe get into the 2nd qualifying round. If not, you know, we're still going to be playing some European games. So this is going to be a really fun club for us. They are still only 1-star reputation, but they're a national rep, And hopefully we're going to be able to get 1 or 2 coaching badges with this, guys, because they've got, good finances. And there's a chance to play European football as well. So I looked at this and I was like, this looks like a really cool job to take. It might not be a high reputation, but we've got a chance of maybe getting some coaching badges. It's not often you get to manage in Gibraltar. And we get to play some European football. I think it's a really, really fun project for probably a couple of seasons. So we're going to be taking the Europa FC job. I'm just going to start negotiations and take £1,000 a week. And there we go. We have accepted the deal at Europa FC. We're going to Gibraltar. So our first game in charge will be that second leg against the side from Luxembourg. We're 2-0 down. We're going to see if we can turn it around and maybe get ourselves through to the next round of the Champions League. If not, we're going to be playing some Europa League or Europa Conference League football. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. So their media prediction is second. There are only 3 professional clubs in the Gibraltar League. Ourselves, a Lincoln Red Imps, and there's one more as well, but I forget their name. But they are 10-time winners of the Gibraltar National League, won 3 of the last 4 seasons. They've won the Rock Cup 9 times, which is their cup. Argus Insurance second division, so that's the second tier in Gibraltar. We've got the Pepe Reyes Cup, which they've won 4 times, and a Premier Cup as well. They play the same shape as we did at Tonbridge. I don't know if it will be like a direct style, depends how good this Gerard Garner guy is. But, it wouldn't be too different, I don't think. If it's not a target forward, then we probably just keep the same shape, but just maybe play a bit shorter. So what do they want from us then? Sign under 23s for the first team, work within the wage budget. They've got some Champions League stuff, which they're pretty much almost done. And then for ourselves, for the league, they just want us to qualify for the Europa Conference League. There's more journalists than we had at Tonbridge. Tonbridge, we only had 1, maybe 2 journalists at times. Here we have 5. Okay, so looking at the system, we are actually suggested to play a route 1 or a counter-attack. So it looks like we may well be keeping our same system that we had at Tonbridge. So it looks like we're going to have, almost the same shape, and maybe tweak a few instructions, but pretty much going to be the same system. The good thing about having a professional club now is that we can actually do some more training. Because we were semi-pro with Tonbridge, we didn't really have a chance to do much training because they were all part-time. So here we go. Let's introduce ourselves to the squads. Any questions? Oh, okay. This isn't a good start. Clear that you'll have to prove yourself to quite a few of us, but we're prepared to wait and see. I'm not going to make any promises. Okay, that's a good start. Right, what do we want to aim for this season? Europa Conference League? Let's go Europa Conference League. Yep, they're happy with that. That's what I wanted to hear. Give a good account of yourselves in the Champions League. That's what I want to hear as well. Rock Cup final? No, okay, they want us to win it. Okay, we'll try and win the Rock Cup. That's fine. Okay, that's gone quite well. They're not too sure about us, but we seem to have won them over at least for now. Let's have a look at this squad then. We're going to get into that game next episode, but today we're just going to have a look at this squad. Star rating wise, it looks fine. Probably about the same sort of level as we had at Tonbridge. It is a thin squad. I don't know when the transfer window is here. I'm guessing it's just like a normal summer transfer window, but we'll try and add some names to it. We do have some money in the transfer budget. We've got 180 grand and we have about 2.5k wage free. So let's have a look at these guys then. So our first choice goalkeeper is Tom Hadler, who is English, actually played for Maidstone. So he's actually left Maidstone and joined Europa. And he looks like a solid goalkeeper. Doesn't look too bad at all. His positioning is good. His aerial reach is good. He's 6'2", so he's not the tallest in the world, but he looks okay. Our backup goalkeeper is Bradley Band, who is from Gibraltar. He's got a few 12s and 13s in there, some 14s as well. Good concentration, good decision making. And again, his positioning isn't too bad. So we've got 2 solid goalkeepers there. Looking at defence, we have one right back, Reece Hall-Johnson, last played for Wrexham. 12 tackling, 10 marking, 10 heading. Some decent mentals in there. They're not too bad, and he's fairly strong. We have a pair of left backs. Jace Olivero is suspended for our Champions League match, but he's a left back. Tackling's pretty good. Decision making's good. His anticipation's good as well, 13. He looks like a solid left back. Then we have a pair of centre backs. Ethan Wassel, 11, 10, 11 for those technicals. Good jumping reach, 6 foot tall. Doesn't look too bad. Stephen Salmer is injured, broken ankle. He's going to be out for maybe 4 months. But he looks pretty solid. He's strong. Good jumping reach, 6'2", with 11 headings. Not too bad. He's aggressive. He's brave. It's a pity he's out for a few months. Looking into midfield, Andrew Hernandez, defensive midfielder from Gibraltar. Good tackling, good teamwork, aggressive, good work rate. Ahead of him we have Sadou Diallo, played for Forest Green in season 1. Doesn't really have any technical ability, but mentally not too bad, decent physicals. They don't really have the players to play the shape though. Is a bit of a problem. They only have 1 centre mid. They've got 3 left wingers, well, 5 left wingers and 2 right wingers. I think this squad might need a bit of work. Harry Charsley can play centre mid actually. He might be a good sort of Metzala player thinking about it. Very well rounded, I'll say that much, because he's got decent stamina, good work rate, good teamwork. Lots of 10s and 11s in there, and I think he might be more useful as a centre mid, maybe as a box-to-box or a Metzala, that right-footed, so he'd actually be pretty good on the right side of the midfield pair. Andrea Barden, probably more of a wing-back, doesn't really look too good attacking. 10 crossings, not terrible. At least he's got some speed about him, that's alright, and he's not bad off the ball. Jordan Davis, again, can play all down that left-hand side, and again, he's got the speed, but his crossing's not good enough, so I don't really see him getting forward too much. Isaac Kristy Davis, another player that could play in centre mid. Actually not too bad. Again, his crossing's not really good enough to be a left winger, but he's got a not bad passing. First touch is good. I do feel like this squad is going to need some work. Josh Hawkes can play on either side. Looks a bit better going forward. Good dribbling, not bad finishing, so hopefully he can get some goals for us. Anthony Hernandez again could play in centre mid, but yeah, it doesn't quite add up for that, but not bad first touch, decent physicals, good work rate. Ollie Crankshaw again, physicals are okay, but technically these guys are always lacking something. Like he's got 8 crossing as a winger, that doesn't really cut it. He's got good flair, he's got 16 flair, so it could be maybe an inverted winger on the left. I'm not quite sure. Maybe that on attack. Let that flair loose. The only other player we haven't looked at is Ged Garner, 24-year-old centre forward. He has got 11 in 30. Not bad physicals. What's his jumping reach? 12 jumping reach, 6'2", 11 heading. He's our only striker, so we're going to have to rely on him to get some goals. And he got 9 in 20 last season, so it's not too bad. It's not a terrible squad. It's a very thin squad, so we'll have to try and maybe make some additions to it. What do they have in their youth ranks? Anything good? Dylan Borge as a centre forward. Good finishing, a good first touch, and he's more of a poacher. Michael Steffen's got a bit of potential, but he's 20 already. You don't really think he's going to reach that. And under 18, just a few players and then a bunch of grey players. So definitely a squad that's going to need some work. Are we in a transfer window? Let's have a look at the rules for Gibraltar and find ourselves the transfer window. So yeah, we are in the window, and that goes up until the end of August, and then there's January window. So pretty standard transfer window. So we've got time to make some additions. Hope that we can maybe get through this Champions League game and then try and get as far as we can in Europe. But yeah, we'll see if we can make some additions to the squad. So how does the Gibraltar League work then? We've got 11 teams here. So there's 20 games, and then it splits in 2 after 10 games. So if we have a look at the league table, we've got 11 teams there. So you've got ourselves and Lincoln are 2 of the professional sides. Mons Calper was the other professional side up here, the Calpayans. So there's 3 professional sides here. Everyone else is semi-pro. So we'll have 20 games against these guys, play everybody twice. And then after that, the top 6 play another 10 games. And then the bottom 5 play another 8. So last season, Europa won the league by 6 points and qualified for the Champions League. Lincoln Red Imps went into the Europa Conference League. They currently lead 3-0 in their first qualifying round against Murata from San Marino. Mons Calper, the other professional side, went into the Europa Conference League, and they're against HJK of Finland. They're currently 3-1 down. It doesn't look like you can get relegated, because the only other league in Gibraltar is a league for all the under-23 sides. So it looks like these are the only 11 sides in Gibraltar until more get founded, I guess. But it's crazy to think that we're managing the Gibraltarian champions as our second club when we have European football. It's going to be fun. I don't know how it's going to go, but it's going to be fun. Hopefully we can get some coaching badges out of these guys, see how they can do, and maybe some European football will give us a bit of a rep boost. I don't really know how that's going to work, but looking at our profile, we're still at, we're actually gone down in reputation, which is a bit of a worry. We were at 15% and we're now down to 10. Our media handling is very good. Finance management is at 44, loyalty to players at 45. We've got an advantage here is that we still speak English at this club. so we haven't really got to worry about that too much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I saw this as a club and I was like, it's not often you get to manage in Gibraltar very often. And, you know, they might not be a higher reputation than Tonbridge. They're both 1 star. But I think this is going to be a fun journey with the Europa, and we'll see how far we can take them. The next episode, we're going to be taking on Swift in that second leg of that Champions League tie. They've so far sent off the New Saints and the San Marino side. We'll see if we can get them through this. They are 2-0 down. And we can't actually see the result from that game, can we? No, we can't. What happened anyway? They went down to 10 men, but they were 2-0 down even before that. So we'll see if we can get through the game. Swift Hesperange are the opponents. They're in Luxembourg. They are the champions in Luxembourg. Dudelange are the only side from Luxembourg that I actually recognise, and they finished 3rd. So we're going to take on that second leg next episode, and then I guess until the actual season starts, we're going to be playing some European football. Have they actually drawn the league games yet? When's our first league game? It's against Lions on the 21st of October, so a late start. So we're going to have some European football. We've got a Pepe Reyes Cup, which I think is like their community shield. But for the time being, we're going to play some European football and see if we can get a few transfers in as well. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below and leave comments. They are the best ways to support the channel. If you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe, turn notifications on. I'm excited to get going with Europa FC. This is going to be a really fun journey in Gibraltar. I've never been either. I'd love to go to Gibraltar. It sounds like a really interesting place. But yeah, it's not often you get to manage over there, so this is going to be a fun spell in Gibraltar. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you are too. But anyway guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.